Hi and welcome to the second part of my comparison between our iWD framework for iPhone web application development and Objective-C, based on a tutorial by O'Reilly's Elizabeth Ronson. So let me recap where we'd got up to in part one. We'd created our iWD version of the Books application, which is denoted by this icon on our iPhone. Click that, up comes the splash screen. Here's our menu of books. Just like Elizabeth's application, we click on one of these, it moves us forward to the detail page, shows us which book we've chosen, gives us a back button that we can go back and forwards with, so we can choose any one of the books. And this behavior is defined by 2 EWD pages and 1 Python module. Here's the home page here, which defines the menu panel, populated by this session array called book list, which is created by this Python module called getBookList, or this method. Here's the method down here, getBookList, creates a dictionary called books containing the names of the books, merges that dictionary to the session name called BookList, and hence it's available here as the menu. When we click any of those options, it goes to book detail, which is this page. It retrieves the item you selected using the Python module getBookDetails, which is this over here, and that uses this API getSelected iWD menu value, selects the value from the book lists session array, returns it in book name, and then puts that name into this session variable called book title, which is then displayed over here. The page also has a back button, which is defined by this toolbar button, type equals back, text equals books. So that's all there is to defining the application so far. Now, compared with Elizabeth's version, there's one thing missing, which is the toolbar at the bottom of this page. So let's go about adding that. Now, to do that, we go to our home.ewd page, and I'm just going to paste this stuff here in, which defines the bottom tab bar. And initially we'll just define one bottom tab. Text is about, and has an icon associated with it, which is the image, an information image that you'll see popping up. Just a simple URL to that, and then next page is about, so when we click it, it's going to go to a page called about.ewd. So let's just build this little bit by little bit. So we'll recompile that, restart the application, and this time we should see, here we are, the single tab bar option about. Now, we haven't defined that about page yet, so I won't click it. Let's just go and do that now. In fact, if we look in here, I have already defined a page called about.ewd. Very simple, just a page item to create the white bordered panel, and the text inside it. My book app is an app that displays information about my favorite books. So just recompile and restart books. Click on the About tab, and you'll notice that it's just swapped out the information in this main body of the page, so it's now showing our About panel. So now we want the Home panel to get back to the home page, so let's add that. We do that by again going to the books, going to the home page and adding another tab, which should be we want it as the first one, so we want it to say home, and I happen to know that we've got an icon for that, and this is going to go to our page we're going to call book menu. We're not going to take it back to the home.ewd because we're only repopulating the middle bit of the content. We're not replacing the whole page. So we're going to have to create this page called book menu. So let's just add that. Recompile, see the effect of that initially. That should give us our second. There's our home one here. Now we need to have one of them pre-selected, so we do that by saying selected equals true to show that we're on the home one already, and if we recompile that and restart, should see the effect of that. That should highlight that, so that's pre-selected. And if we click about, then it'll swap that. Now we haven't put in the page for home, so let's do that. Our book menu page. So we're going to have to create a page called book menu.ewd. And what's going to go in that is essentially the core of home.ewd. Let's just go into this. It won't need that Python module because all that stuff is already in the session. That should be enough for it to work, I think. Let's just save that. Recompile. Let's restart it from the top. Should come up with the home page already there. This should work. We go about, and now we go home, and there we are. That's it finished. So that's the entire application written with iWD. Just to give you an idea of how little there was to it in the end, I make it 13 lines of Python code, very simple Python code in this guy here. 5 pages, index.ewd which contained 2 tags, home.ewd which contained 5, book detail which contained 7, about which contained 2, and book menu which contained 2. Total of 7, 14, 16, 18 tags and 13 lines of Python. Judge for yourselves on which you think is the simplest framework for iPhone development. Thank you very much.